that she gave a lot of new information, but like most things with Kandi on Speak On It, God, it moves so slow. It's like painful getting the information. So I watch that bullshit so you don't have to. Again, Tattle Tells, listen, I just wanted to say before I start, thank you everybody that's shown me such a groundswell of support. I'm almost at my goal, which a couple months ago seemed impossible, of getting to 1,000 viewers. You guys, I know I've been I'm literally almost there. If you guys like my content, can you like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications if you can? It would mean the world to me, and it would actually just give me motivation to make more bullshit. But to be honest with you, I'm going to do that anyway. But I would really just like it if you guys could help me meet my personal goal. Before that, I kept it hidden because I was so ashamed I didn't have like this huge subscriber count, and I still don't. But I've made my subscriber count public because I'm standing in my own truth. I can't accept the sun. I can't expect the sun to shine on me if I'm hiding in shadows and being ashamed of what I have. So here I am. There's my subscriber count. If you can help get it up and we can build our little Tattle Tell family. That's kind of a lame name. I'll think of one soon. But let's get into the mess. Listen, Kandi Speak On It. Let's get into it. She gave a lot of new information, but like most things with Kandi on Speak On It, God, it moves so slow. It's like painful getting the information. So I watch that bullshit so you don't have to. Again, maybe it's me. Y'all criticize me for talking so fast. But it's with my mind. It's like, I get it. Move on. Next sentence, you know? But anyway, let's get into this, right? The first thing off the gate, Kandi started off with her shade. She said, listen, Speak On It. And Don Mom was like, you mean the trademark Speak On It? And Kandi was like, I find it odd that Porsha chose to do a Speak On It. So they were literally letting subliminal shot out like, B, don't get it twisted. Speak On It is trademark. And next time you go on Speak On It, come to Speak On It. Do you see what I'm saying? So I was like, already, it was low-key, calm shade like Kandi does. But I was like, this is very pleasing to me. Go on. Then they get into the text messages, right? This is Kandi's big point with the text messages that Porsha kept holding up on live saying, it doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong. I'm going to post this afterwards. The fact that I was right is of no content. That's when Kandi, I took notes. Kandi busted it down. She said that, listen, there were two text streams, right? There was a group text stream that even included Eva and Nene, because nobody knew that Eva and Nene were actually going to not be in the new season, right? So it included the whole cast, Kenya, everything. Then there was a side message that was only Tanya, Marlo, Nene, and Porsha, right? So she said that already Porsha is coming with the bullshit because there's two text streams, right? The text streams that included everyone, it didn't have any of this. It seemed like everybody was being supportive. The side text stream was the one that she had an issue with. And that's the one that Nene sent to a blogger to put them on blast. Now, interesting enough, she said in these text streams, the side one that she sent to that Nene sent to the blogger, she was like, Nene wasn't putting herself on blast. Nene wasn't putting Marlo on blast. Both of them were being quiet. It was largely Tanya and Porsha talking trash. It was largely Tanya and Porsha talking trash. Tanya was saying some snide comments. Porsha was like, hell yeah, this and that. But Porsha was the main person talking trash. And interestingly enough, she said, listen, Nene, as much as y'all like to talk, Nene wasn't posting this to flame me up. Nene wasn't even putting me on blast or her own self. Nene was trying to let me know, I'm paraphrasing, and to make her feel stupid, like, yeah, these people you think are your friends, blah, 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 are dogging you out. And she wanted Kandi to know that Porsha specifically doesn't even mess with you like that and still doesn't mess with you like that. Now, this is an interesting thing for me, right? Because I don't understand Kandi's relationship with Porsha. Porsha literally said that she was drugging and maybe going to rape her. Porsha said Todd was cheating on her, named Marvin. Porsha has done a million things to either sabotage Kandi, hurt Kandi, or align with people, which was Kandi's point, that are actually always hurting her, right? But you look at what Kandi does. She's the one when nobody believed in her. She gave her the lead role, and I think a role in, what is it, A Mother's Love. And remember when Porsha was singing and auditioning, and Don Juan was like, "Are you sure about this?" He was looking at her like, what is going on? She always gives Porsha chances. She always tries to put Porsha on. She even lets it slip that, well, not let it slip, but she puts it out there that Portia's like, oh, and I did the PSA because I was trying to work with Kandi. And Kandi was like, yeah, but this is how you don't know that I was actually supporting you and looking out for you, because they didn't even want you in the PSA. I actually went to Bravo executives and was like, y'all cannot have this without Porsha in it, because Portia's the main one out of all of us really trying to coordinate and link up with Black Lives Matter. So Kandi was like, all this time you're talking shit about me and you don't know what you're saying because you really don't know who was helping her. Now, right, let's get to the text messages. So we're still on that side text message. She said on her live, Porsha released a text message between her and Kandi, right? And she released the group text messages on her live. And that's why everybody was like, well, what's the big deal, Kandi? She's not really talking about you. Kandi was like, no. The messages that had the real bullshit were the messages that were leaked to the blog. She also took offense because after those messages got leaked, right? They started calling her Kandi Cruz, like Terry Crews is calling her Kandi Coon. The bloggers started saying all these disparaging things about Kandi, and Porsha was like largely silent. Nene was largely silent, but you know that Nene doesn't really mess with Kandi, right? But they were literally really, and she said also in those messages, Kandi, Tanya, and Porsha were shading the hell out of her, right? And again, Nene wants you to know these girls don't mess with you. She wanted her to feel stupid. But y'all, can you let me know in the comments, what is this weird relationship that Kandi has with Porsha? Porsha does not like you, or it's not that she doesn't like you, she's not to be trusted. She showed you that a million times, and Kandi keeps putting her on. Does Kandi have this thing with friends that can be abusive? I don't know. Maybe it's a tourist thing. I really don't know. I don't know, but we'll talk about that. Let's move on to the next one. The whole thing where Porsha on her live accused Kandi of trying to jump in front, and they messed up their asking this and that. Kandi first starts off saying what we all said, right? But she gives more detail. Y'all were asking the production company, which is True Entertainment, right? You were asking the production company. And when that was happening, she was trying to, go along with everything, and Kandi was supporting it. Everybody on the group text her. She did say that, for one, she was like, well, how are y'all really going to do this? Because you're just asking for a donation, but you don't even have a real ask. You're just saying, can you make a donation? You don't even have an amount. You don't have an ask. As Kandi put it, you don't have a list of demands. So basically she was saying she felt like it was a shit show. Like, these little girls don't know what they're doing, but she still supported it. However, there were things that Kandi herself wanted put to the front. The NBC Page program, she wanted, this is like a program you have to usually get in if you want to grow an NBC in the company. So there's the Page program. There's HBCUs, all these systematic things, because Kandi was like, listen, I have systematic change I want to go to. And she said, interesting enough, she didn't go to the production company. So she was like, I don't know what Porsha is talking about. I went to the network execs. The things I wanted done, True Entertainment, the production company that Porsha and Nene and them were talking to, did not have the capability to do this. It was not their lane. She would have looked stupid going to them, and they would have referred her to the executives. She has a close relationship with one of the executives, right? And she emailed the executive like, listen, this is my ask. This is what I want to do. And the executive was like, yeah, okay, let's go it on, right? Because she wanted institutional change. Kandi does point out she did get the institutional change that she wanted. She actually got 2 Black production companies approved, right? But when she went back to the group and was like, yo, great, but I also did this, everybody in the group message was like, Kandi, that's so great, let's do that. Porsha texted her back a dry ass, I'll read this text later. Then the next day, she texted her back, yo, I'm glad you got everything you wanted, Kandi. Just real dry, real hatering, right? So Kandi was looking like, what the hell? Like, this is not for me. This is what made Kandi upset also. She's like, y'all acting like I did this to push my name forward and I was trying to push Porsha out the way. She was like, I've been had production credits. I've been had production things. I made a way for other people to come in. But if it was just doing something for me, I could have kept on getting my production credits, my executive production. I made a lane for other people that did not benefit me. These people that come in that get these production values, it's not a candy coated night's production. So I don't really know what Porsha's talking about. Even to the point of Porsha's, I'm glad you got what you wanted. Porsha on her live kept saying about how it wasn't about her. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. But yet, everybody's account, whether you love or hate Kenya, whether you love or hate Kandi, whether you love or hate anybody that was involved in that, even by the messages Mimi leaked, everybody's account all verifies the fact that Porsha kept confusing Black Lives Matter activism with her own personal beefs. This goes along with what Kenya was saying about like you and Kenya addressed this at the party, right? But let me not even get into this, right? I'm going to get there in a second, right? So that's what she wanted to point out, right? And again, she stresses again what's really bothered her. But Kandi, at this point, shame on you, because Porsha's bitten you so many times. At what point is it your fault for keep playing with snakes and scorpions and spiders and whatever else, right? Kandi's issue was when she walked up to Porsha in the party, right? Kandi's issue was, yo, I heard you talking shit about me, right? And Porsha got really, really defensive. Kenya jumped in and was like, this is what it say. You say it's nothing personal. You say it's not, but you excluded me from the PSA. You're mad that Kandi got systematic change instead of being happy to her. It seems like you're the only one that wants to be known for activism. So in Kenya's mind, she's like, I think you're doing this for a storyline because you keep saying, let's all join hands and overcome, but we can only join hands and we put you in front. We fade to the back and you get all the credit for it. It seems like you care more about increasing your own star instead of what's going on with Black Lives Matter, right? So she said that after that party, Porsha was super, super upset, right? She did not film for 2 days after that. And over that weekend is when she actually emailed the network executives and was like, yo, I think that conversation's a bad look. Now for my other video, go on and like and subscribe if you're liking this also. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to keep reminding y'all, please help me get to over 1,000. But in my other video, go on and check it out. If you get your notifications, you'll actually have it. I actually go into how it was odd, the fact that she literally went and asked it to be removed, but then didn't but from what everybody says, it's like, Porsha, you're the one that made it seem like you were bad. Again, Porsha is trying to do a rebrand. That's why she was so mad about the Bolo thing. Not because of Dennis. Dennis is not worth anything. If she wants to cheat, she'll cheat. If he wants to cheat, they'll cheat together, apart, whatever. It was the fact that quite simply, you know, I'm trying to rebrand and be taken seriously. I can't be busting it open for a stripper on national television and just making it seem like, you know, it's just a bad look. If you're trying to get into those spheres, and we saw those comments Porsha made about respectability politics, she thinks that she needs to be respectable to be taken seriously as a politician. And anyway, watch the video. It's actually pretty, it's a pretty good take on it, in my humble opinion. But that's when she gets on the whole thing about Don Juan. It's like, oh, were you on the email chain when it came to that? And she was like, no, I did not ask Porsha. I did not know Porsha asked to take out the scene. I found it odd the production company took out the scene, where when I was there, no one was really questioning her activism. My whole thing was, why are you talking trash about me? And even Kenya's comments linked into her activism, but it was like, how are you saying all this stuff, join hands and overcome for the good of everyone, where you're more worried about your personal beef and how you come across than everybody else? So she said, because of that, right, she looked at things when it was time for her to email about her change, the institutional change that Kandi wanted. She thought about it. I just showed that not only are my group texts and communications being leaked to bloggers that don't like me, that are calling me Kandi Cruz and Kandi Coon and all this stuff, right? Not only are y'all on side messages talking shit about me dirty, right? But I'm making an official email to the head of the network, to the powers that be. This is all our bosses. We don't have time for all this stuff. You guys never include me in any of your communications when you're dealing directly. None of them do. It's just what's unspoken. So why would I break precedent and include y'all in this official email, especially knowing that my correspondence get leaked to people that dog me, right? My correspondence get publicly leaked and I get mocked and humiliated by people that are doing your dirty work. And also, this is something serious to me. It's institutional racism. I want this to work. I want this to work. It's more important that I get more pages in. Look at NBC Page Program. If you are minority, especially Black, they are going to be increasing those hauls. This is what I'm trying to do, right? So let me go on and do this, right? And that's what was Kandi's rationale. And again, I agree with that rationale. Why would you include people that don't mess with you, that prove they can't be trusted, right? Also, she said that there was nothing about the scene. So when she finally confronted Porsha after that, after things had calmed down about like, yo, like what was that? Porsha didn't apologize. She didn't say, oh, that's not what it was meant to be. She didn't do anything. Porsha just said, Maya, you weren't meant to see that. You weren't meant to see. You were dogging me and all you said was like, yeah, you weren't meant to see that. And Kandi was like, all right, you know, you want to move on? You don't care? I don't care. But I know now I cannot trust you, Kandi. You should have known this many moons ago. But she was like, all right, I know, like, you know, to keep you away from my business dealings because I can't trust you at all, right? She said that also, last thing, I'm just going to go over it once more. You know, again, the text messages that Porsha lied and posted were not the complete text messages. She had cut key things out. Even when her and Kandi were texting privately before this got public, she cut out key things. Porsha is a manipulator. Porsha is a liar, and Porsha got called out. And you know what? I'm really mad that Kandi didn't do the speak on it right after Porsha aired that live. But she said that she was busy taping, she was building, and she was trying to do press for her upcoming, when they asked her, you know that clip everybody's showing about when she's on TV, and they're asking her like, oh, well, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? She said that she was actually trying to do press for her show, and she didn't want the Porsha drama to take over. She really didn't have time to watch it. She didn't have time to process it, and she was not going to let, Kandi is, that's why she always gets money, right? She wasn't going to let the drama that Porsha brought in mess up her bag because she was there to do a job, and that was to do press. So she did it. You know, say what you want about Kandi, and I know I'm talking to myself. Kandi is boring. Kandi, in my opinion, does talk too slow, and she takes too long to get to the meat of the stuff, and she does it in a very earth sign, calm way where it's just like, girl, give me some drama, give me some fireworks, you know? But she does speak the truth. She did give us a lot of information. And I admire the fact that she does not let anybody pull her out of her bag. Not even Porsha, liar, Williams. So say what you want. Thank you for the speak on it, Kandi. Thank you for clearing it up. You dragged, you vindicated. And also, if you are still watching this, y'all, like, subscribe, share. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Help me get to, I'm putting out in the universe, help me get to 500,000 subscribers. I'm going to put it out into the universe, but I really do appreciate your support. And thanks to you guys and the support you've already given me, I've really decided I am going to stand in the sun, because how am I going to get the sun if I'm hiding in the shadows, right? So look upon my subscriber count and help me get that up. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.